Hello guys, and welcome back to Crime and Punishments. I decided to go ahead and continue this because this is the last crime that we have to solve. So I figured it would be okay to take up Thursdays and record it. I do have an exciting series for Thursday. I'm excited, guys. But in the meantime...
Where are you going, Holmes? Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson.
We have. Where to?
To the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that?
Well...
I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet.
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu, entree, frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Ah, sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
Well,
I can hear them on the stairs now.
Oh, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
at least Sherlock's a good guy.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes!
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes is my brother, Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, because I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already.
Aw.
You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
And
Watson's
forget
trying to
about the
get the
dinner. Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right?
Of
It's on
course.
Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
Now, I do believe this was the crime... Oh, I'm barely in camera, guys. There we go. I do believe this was the crime that was featured in the trailer for the game, and that's why also I wanted to play it. Also, guys, I got a new desk. You can see the solid construction, and yes. So I'm trying to figure out good camera positions. I think this is good, because I can look at you guys, and I can look at the game, and you guys get a nice profile, and yeah. Anyway, so... let's take the letters, because I know we have some. Dear Mr. Holmes, I am writing to express my appreciation for your striking the truth of this horrible case. At first I couldn't imagine how... Oh, that's how we're done. Miss Margaret White, such an exceptional, beautiful woman, could plan to commit a dreadful murder with that fellow Hamish. How angry I was, but then when I attempted to put myself in her shoes, yada yada, your gardens. He's definitely love-struck, guys. Man. We get any, hidden Samaritan. Yeah, we kind of have been. Absolve, 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 absolve. Well, no, I condemned him. Oh! Oh, we got a deadly plant. I don't know if that's good. And there we go. Got all of our things checked out. Let's go ahead. Are we dressed appropriately, Mr. Holmes? Yeah, I guess we're dressed relatively appropriately. Let's go to Half Moon Walk. Can I click? There we go. Half Moon Street. Excuse me. Half Moon Walk is the name of the case. And there you can see it inside the case book. The case that we are on. That's so cool.
Holmes, poor little Wiggins needs our help.
I know that. You don't need to ask me twice. Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, that apparently causes us to leave. Is it this way? It's this way, guys. It's this way. It's cool. Jeez, it's dark. How can anyone see anything? Ah. There we go. Found it.
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes. Is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88. But then this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Mara. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving.
Victims.
Who were the victims?
The two men here, both shot. The stout fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
Why a jeweler and a ruffian?
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were two other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
What was their testimony?
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
Oh, sorry guys, I thought I turned
Pay
that on.
attention, but suddenly, I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the two dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by two police constables.
So, why did you describe them as fireworks? We're gonna ask about the shots
Did
first,
you
so.
hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
What were the fireworks in honor of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Ah, yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course.
Details of Half Moon.
Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Mr. Turner window?
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me.
Alright, now to examine the bodies. Live on the street.
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant. The bullet penetrated his stomach, a dreadful wound. A tattoo from Westgate Prison. Vercotti must have done some time there.
Interesting. I wonder...
Brian Vercotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die.
Wonder if he was the original victim and this guy was a jeweler? No, it looks like he was shot in the... No, he was shot in the head.
The bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance.
No. Plates.
A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones Let us take a closer look.
What am I looking for? The fact that it's been...
This shard of wood is quite new.
Maybe they were struck with a broom, or he was? Now, does he have the same tattoo? Wait, left pocket.
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens.
We'll have to go, of course, to collect their statements, but I just wanted to see if there was any other clues about guys. It's just a first person. And let's see what we can do. Hello, sir. I will be back to collect your statement in just a second. I thought that might have been Little Wiggins for a second, but it's not. 8 witness. Thorn shoe repairs. Is that normal? I guess so. Look at all the tracks and grooves and whatnot. I guess that would come from these type of carts.
This mirror is turned towards Half Moon Street.
It is. Let's talk to Polly Powell.
Mrs. Powell?
What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place this evening.
Well, I've already gave my testimony, but very well.
Your testimony.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Yes. I was selling my flowers as usual, and then the fireworks began, in honour of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those. But then, all of a sudden, a young lad ran out of Half Moon Street and stopped just by me. He had a gun in his hand. He was like a ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him, because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could. I knew that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him. Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
Shots?
Mrs. Powell, did you hear the gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
It's really hard to hear gunshots, though.
Did you see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir, I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
My thanks to you, Mrs. Powell.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. You behave.
I'll do anything to save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, it was Wiggins. I guess he just had... I don't know. I didn't recognize him, I guess.
Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Marrow reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective, gentleman? I've heard of you. And well, I know things about this evening.
Oh, we have a fan.
Excellent. Might we hear your story?
Testimony. Give us your testimony, please.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Anyone else? Well,
Were the 2 shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment.
Generally, it would be the other way around because the first shot would scare you, so the first shot will seem louder.
Mr. Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
Well, after the escape?
Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the Half Moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
Alright, let's take a look at him. I don't think I did that with the woman. I'm gonna have to go back and do that. Let's see. Oh. Yeah. Interesting. So he's an old war veteran.
You have helped us a great deal, Mr. Turner.
Interesting. Really interesting. Let me go ahead. Can I talk to you real quick? I want to get your profile.
I suppose that I shall have to move my stool now.
Even if... I guess I couldn't, guys. I'll have to double check the footage and make sure I couldn't. Alright, so let's see. Stand here and deduce. We don't have enough to make a deduction currently, it looks like. There we go. We'll have to... Are you Turner? Do you mind if we search your flat?
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime, is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
He is walking with a limp.
Mr. Turner appears to live very modestly.
Oh, is there something? Yes, fire. Ashes.
The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here. These words are illegible.
Always check the fireplace for clues. Did live rather modestly, didn't he? There's this cane. Uh-oh.
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here a short while ago. A perfect match.
Huh.
So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
Interesting, guys. Ha!
There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table. This kitchen knife is quite sharp. This kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
Interesting. He's fidgeting. He looks like he's nervous. It's not exactly a great sign. Is there anything else that stands out, Mr. Holmes? Can we check back here, or are we blocked? We're kind of blocked.
So, that's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window. The dead body of Kenneth Butler. Brian Vercotti's contorted corpse. Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene. He saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them.
I don't know, guys.
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
Let's see if he has any more information to tell us.
Anything else you would like to know, Mr. Holmes?
No, I guess that's pretty much it. We'll leave you to your deductions for now. Let's see. There should be something that explains his contradictory statements. There should be, but I don't know. Did I miss something?
This fire is dying out. It was last tended to over an hour ago. The papers were thrown into the fire just a short while ago.
Okay. Got up from bed, took the stick. Looked down. Approached the body. I guess it would make sense for him to cut the papers with the knife and then place the broken stick. And then... No, wait. He grabbed something first. He grabbed all his papers or something. Cut the papers with the knife and threw something into a fire. And I guess that's it. So here he is. He gets up, grabs his cane, he walks. Let's go ahead and fast forward. He walks, he looks down, sees the murder, goes all the way downstairs, looks at the bodies, loses a bit of his cane, probably doesn't even notice. Places his cane, grabs the papers, cuts the papers up, throws them into the fire.
So Mr. Turner used a book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find? I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this book. Let us take a closer look. Well now, what a find! A precious jewel concealed inside a book. A bracelet with a unique ram's head design, a distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts, probably of the Hellenistic era.
It's kind of pretty. But why did he take it? Let's see. Let's see how he says about the papers.
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age. And when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
Yeah.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Oh, time can pull tricks on you.
Alright, tell us the whole truth.
And what of everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
Mr. Turner, you were not sincere with me. Not then, and not now.
But Mr. Holmes...
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Leighton Chapman through the window, but you also noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler, and when you heard the whistles, you hurried away. That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window, as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious jewel inside a book.
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad. I'm just a poor man. When I chanced upon the bracelet, I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money. I was desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
You made a mistake by lying to me. But you are not a criminal. I believe that. Although I must return this bracelet to its rightful owner.
It's kind of the way the cards fly. Inquirer into the bracelet. Now I'm curious if, Yep, perfectly cut out. Okay. And that's what happened, guys. He was telling the truth this time. And, of course, you know, putting him under pressure certainly did. Anyway, guys, so that's where I am going to leave it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for enjoying this series, guys. I appreciate all the likes and comments and supports I'm getting with the series. And I hope you guys enjoy next Thursday's episode for more Sherlock. Also, if you're still watching this series and have not checked out Devil's Daughter, it is certainly amazing. It's a different Sherlock, but it's a fun Sherlock. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care!